Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to start working on a new whip for Maynia, and this is going to be my 5th project, but my 3rd whip of the month. So this is Sleeping Beauty by Mirabilia, and I'm stitching 1/2 because this is on a 40 count fabric called Camelot by Color & Cotton, and I have the tag here. And for this project I have this box kitted up with all of the DMCs because when I started this project I only had a couple of whips, so I was able to kit up with the whole bobbins. But now that I have a lot of mirrors, I changed my method of kitting up projects to these floss cards, and these work really well, especially when I have a lot of projects. So I decided to work on this corner and try to make as much progress as I can in this area. So I'm gonna try to finish this frame here and then also some greenery between the roses. And so yeah, I don't think I'll work on these park threads this time, but just focus on that corner. So yeah, and I also got some questions about what frame or stand I use to stitch, and I only use my Q-snap. I used to use this one frame. I'm not sure what it's called, but you add Velcro to your fabric and it comes with these, well, it comes with a frame and a stand, and I'll add a picture here if I can find it, but because I don't use it anymore, I put it away with my other stuff in a box recently, so I can't really show you right now, but I used to like it, but it was just a hassle to use that frame and attach the Velcro and like screw on the legs and everything, so especially when I'm constantly changing projects, it was just annoying. So I only use Q-snaps now, or sometimes a hoop if it's a small project, or recently I started to stitch in hand with smaller projects. So yeah, I don't use a stand anymore, and the one that I used to use that I just talked about, I don't really like it anymore, so I can't recommend anything. I just find Q-snaps to be more easier to use. And I only have 2 different sizes, and I end up just using one of them mostly. So yeah, so I'm going to go eat and then go to work and then come back stitch later tonight, but I also want to read, so I don't really know if I'll come back and check in, but either way, I'll talk to you later. So it's pretty late, it's already 11:30 at night, but I want to at least stitch for half an hour today, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to start with this frame here because I think that'll be helpful even later when I stitch the other colors. So I'm going to focus my energy here, and I'm trying to ignore these part threads, but I might have to just stitch these because it's getting in the way every time I work on this. But I'm going to work on this section first before getting to the part threads. And for this rotation, I want to at least get the frame done and the blue bows on the frame. And I think I'll be really happy with that progress. So last night I stitched some of the green leaves around the roses here. I know it's really hard to tell, but I did stitch a lot of the green. And it's not really that confetti heavy, but I was stitching really slow because I didn't want it to make any mistakes. So I did that, and also the outer frame. And I couldn't continue down here because my working copy cuts off right there. So yeah, and I didn't get to these blue bows here yet, so I'm going to start today with those. I think it'll be fun to stitch blue because it's one of my favorite colors. Yeah, that's the only reason. And then maybe fill in this frame later. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll have that much time to stitch today, but I'm gonna try to stitch more than I did yesterday. So it's about 7 p.m. and today so far I stitched these blue bows and a couple of these roses here. Those are really fun to stitch even though there are a couple of color changes, and I still need to do these green leaves in between the roses, but I didn't really feel like stitching those. So I'll work on that when I feel like it. But I think I'm just going to start on filling in this frame here because I can do that without paying too much attention. And I'm actually really looking forward to this, I don't know what to call it, stone pillar, I guess. That I think it'll be super fun to stitch, but I don't think I'll be able to get to that this time. And if I want to work on that, I need to make another working copy of the chart anyways. So yeah, but anyways, I think I'm gonna do some other things now and then come back later tonight to work on this frame. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to put this away and work on something else, but last night I finished this corner, kind of. I finished filling in the frame and then also rest of the blue bows and more roses and some of the green. It's not completely finished. I still have some missing stitches here, but yeah, I'm really happy with my progress. So next time when I get back to this project, I'm going to work on the leaves here and also down here and just fill in this area and a couple of roses down here, and yeah, and then this section will be then finished. And I still haven't done these park threads, so yeah, I'll get to that at some point, but I just didn't feel like it this time. So for my next project, so for today and tomorrow, I think I'll start working on the dreamer. And I feel like the lady here, I think it's the same person. They have the same face and the same hair, and apparently they like to sleep. So I'm going to work on the dreamer, and this is on a color and cotton fabric. And I'm about right here in the chart. So yeah, I'm going to start that today and work on it until tomorrow. But I have a small package to open because I ordered some fabric. So I got some DMCs because I'm always running out, so just a couple of colors that I was running out. And I still haven't bobbinated my other skeins, so I'm gonna have to make some time to do that soon. And then I got these fabrics. So the first one here is a 32 count Belfast linen in lilac, and I got this to start Baker's Wife. So I got this for Baker's Wife and I wanted something kind of creepy. I don't think that's an accurate word for what I'm going for, but something different. So I was thinking about using this, but I thought it might clash with her hair. And I wanted something a little less bright, but something dark but not too dark. But I didn't want gray or brown or blue. And then I saw this and thought that's kind of different. And I think this will complement all of the colors that's going on in Baker's Wife. So I think I'll use this. And then I also got two thing 40 counts, and I got these for my other two new starts, Princess Tatiana and Midsummer Night's Fairy. And I'm going to hand dye the fabrics myself, and I'm going to keep the colors similar to the pictures, but I want some modeling on them. So for Princess Tatiana, I'm just going to coffee and tea dye, but maybe add some pink to the dye and make it a little orange. And then for this one, I really like this color, so I'm thinking I'll do something similar. This was a practice piece, and this is a 32 count, so I know the final product will be a little different because each fabric takes the dye differently, but I think this would be good for this fairy. But I want the blue to be a little greener, so I might add a little bit more teal to the dye. And yeah, so that's my rough plan for the fabrics, and I'll try to include my dyeing process in those videos. And I still have that poll going, so if you haven't seen my recent video, I'll link it in the description box below so you can choose which one for me to start next. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'm going to put this on the Q-snap and start working on it today. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!